Valhalla Rising is a new film by Nick Winding Refn, who's the guy who did the Pusher trilogy, and Bronson most recently, which was quite a controversial film, and Fear X, which I like very much because it wasn't seen by many people. This is an epic adventure, and it owes something visually, I think, to Centurion. I mean, not influenced by, but it's actually similar to in its look to Centurion. Although the thing that reminded me of the most, and I'm not the only person to say this, is The Navigator, the Vincent Ward film. It is a 12th century epic starring Mad Mikkelsen, who is a sort of a fighter figure who makes a strange and epic journey from Scotland to a new world, which we're not entirely sure where it is. It's a mythical world. And essentially, what it's a film about is, rather than it being a film about a plot, it is a film about lone figures trudging over incredible landscapes with enormous cloud formations, brooding, ominous. I mean, it's kind of Titans will clash sort of stuff, with great big epochal overtones and a sense of people, what's called Valhalla Rising. I mean, you know who Valhalla, obviously, because if you listen to Led Zeppelin, Valhalla I Am Coming. So it is essentially big men with swords striding across huge landscapes, not saying very much, occasionally hitting each other in the face with large pieces of hardware, and in doing so coming into contact with some kind of heroic epic battle. And here's what I think. It's not for everybody by quite a long way, and it is...
Who is it not for?
It's not for people who like snappy dialogue. It's not for people who like things to move along a pace. It's not for people who think, yes, this is all mood, but where's the plot? If, however, like me, you've got a bit of a soft spot for Nick Winding Refn and think that he has a way of making a shot visually interesting for perhaps longer than the narrative would assume that you would stay there, then I think it's worthwhile. I mean, I think it's got a very, very small theatrical audience, and it's going to come out on DVD pretty soon. But he does have a way of doing atmospherics. He does have a way of doing mighty atmospherics. I was thinking about it because Centurion is out in the cinema at the moment, and Centurion costs so little money to make comparatively, and yet, regardless of whether you think it's a great film, and I think I like it more than you do, it does still have an epic visual sweep. And Valhalla Rising, I mean, Nick Winding Refn knows how to make things look epic. And as I said, I said it reminded me of The Navigator, the Vincent Ward movie. And that's not something that I would say casually, because I think Navigator is this isn't incidentally as good as Navigator, but it does have that same sense of portentous atmosphere, of brooding clouds, of something metaphysical happening within the rock faces, although I'm not entirely sure what.